It's Michaela from Moon Prep.
And Melissa from College Money Tips, back to bring you our must-know FAFSA tips.
We're sharing our answers to the most common questions we receive over the FAFSA. So, Melissa, this is the biggest question that I get during FAFSA season. What materials should I gather in advance before starting the FAFSA?
Sure. Yeah, that there is a little bit of a list of materials you need to gather in advance, but don't be daunted by that. Just kind of take it step by step. One of the first things you need is to create an FSA ID, also called your FSA account. So you can set that up using a username and password, and you can do that now. And you may need to wait up to 3 days to be able to use your FSA account after you create it. So just remember that. So you and one of your parents will need an FSA account to complete the FAFSA process. So just remember, it takes a couple of days before you may be able to get access to the FAFSA after you create your FAFSA ID, your FSA ID. Other things you need are your social security number, your driver's license number, and if you don't have a driver's license, don't worry about this step. And for your social security number, just know that both parents and students need this information for the FAFSA form. Other things you need are records of your untaxed income. This could be child support for parents, interest income, veterans non-education benefits, things like that. Another thing you'll need are records of your assets. So that means your money. So that could include savings and checking account balances, investments such as stocks, bonds, and real estate, which does not include your primary residence. So a lot of things like that. Another thing you'll need is a list of the schools you're interested in attending. So make sure and list any college you're considering, even if you haven't applied or been accepted yet. Even if there's only a slight chance you'll apply to a college listed on the FAFSA anyway, you can always take a school off later if you decide not to apply. But if you add to wait a school, you can miss out on financial aid. So make sure you put those schools on the list. The schools you list on your FAFSA form will automatically receive your FAFSA results electronically. They will use your FAFSA information to determine the types and amounts of scholarship aid you may receive. You can list up to 10 schools at a time on your FAFSA form. And if you're applying to more than 10 schools, there's specific instructions on the FAFSA website on what to do there.
And you're also going to need your tax records. For the fall semester you plan on enrolling in college or that you're submitting the FAFSA for if you're a current college student, you will use your tax records from 2 years prior. And just in case you need any more information on the items we mentioned, you can check out the website studentaid.gov, the things you need for the FAFSA, and they'll have more information there if you need to look into anything.